Amanda, how are you?
Good, hi Dayne. Welcome back to campus.
I know, good to see you. How was
You
your
too.
vacation?
It was good. It was good. I'm both ready and not ready for the semester to start, but I'm excited to see students back on campus, colleagues back on campus. I'm really happy to be having this conversation with you.
I know, awesome. So I think today we're talking about a sense of belonging at AU and what that means. What do you think it means?
Yeah, sense of belonging is one of those things we talk about all the time. Students are going to hear it all the time on campus, but we don't always define it really well. And I think a sense of belonging is one of those things you feel it, and you know it when you feel it. You feel connected to each other. You feel connected to a place. You feel respected, seen for who you are. That's sort of how it shows up for me. What about for you?
Yeah, I think about this in particular as it relates to our students, or especially our incoming students in fall 2023, and what that might mean for them. I think that if you're coming in, whether you might be a first-gen student or a student of color, finding a community, finding people that look like you, that share your experiences and your culture. I think about myself as a Black immigrant man, moving from Jamaica and being here and finding a community and finding that community again here at AU. And I want that feeling for our students.
Yeah, I do too. And I think it's so important, and it's important to know that it's not always easy, right?
Right.
Like I think you look around and you think everybody feels like they belong here except me.
Right.
But it's important to know that's not how all of us feel, and that there are all kind of resources on campus, and also just people who will show up for you and help build that sense of place for all of us here. So what are some of the resources you think our students should know about that exist on campus to help build that sense of belonging?
Yeah, I think one of the first things I think about is the Center for Student Involvement and the different clubs and organizations that they provide that are student-run and student-led that speak to this idea of identity and community. I think about the Center for Diversity and Inclusion that has programming specifically related to inclusion at AU, whether that might be people's intersecting identities or different affinity groups. However you might identify, there's a resource there for you. I also think about our colleagues in residence life and our RAs and our awesome student leaders over there and the programs that they have in the residence halls for students who live on campus. So there's a myriad of different resources that we offer here at AU. I think about our faculty and staff who are ready and willing to talk to students and meet them wherever they are. So there's definitely something here for everyone.
Yeah, I think it's really important also to know that it's important to reach out and sometimes take that first step, right? Show up to one of those clubs or orgs, or also invite a colleague or a friend to come with you, right? Because this is belonging is not just something we feel, it's something we have to do, right? It's something we have to do for each other. And so it takes a little bit of action, right? And it takes a little bit of courage actually to do it. But to know that everybody is looking to kind of receive you and to get to know you and to meet you.
Yeah, and I also think too that finding your place at AU, begins even before you get here.
Yeah.
It begins with going online and looking at our resources. It begins with making sure that you know the services and the programs that we offer during Welcome Week and All American Welcome. It means that you might need to start reaching out to your orientation leaders or your RAs if you know them to start asking the right questions about how you can get plugged in here.
Yeah, I think that's right. And I've been I know you're newish to AU.
Yeah.
I've been at AU a really long time. I wouldn't even say how many years, but a long time. And the one thing I think really is true about this place is the people show up for each other, you know, and students and faculty and staff are really here because they care. I mean, they're here because they care about each other. They care about making this a better place. And so, I think that's good for new students to know. It can feel intimidating, but to know that really we're all here for that, and we're all here for them.
Yeah, and we're really a community.
Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
Accepted. Take care. Good luck with your first year.